this is the just for somewhat a tree diagram. Like in our mother tongue, one proverb was there, like "Ore kalil nindu mangai." Like what it is, nothing but if you throw a stone into a tree, like by using the single stone, you can get many fruits. Like the same as if we have a word file, we can able to export it into some other things, especially through InDesign or Quark Express or Attribute, as well as some web portal like XML, HTML, EPUB, or whatever it is. Actually, these are some of the statistical data which we got from through some web portals as well as our internal production team and some other resources also. Most of the mathematical subject inputs are in TeX format, approximately around 97%, and 87% of the subjected materials we have received the input as in LaTeX format, and the 74% as in for the science subject, and 45% regarding the computer programming books and computer codes and computer science and some algorithmic like books. And still, we have received 22% of inputs for non-STM journals or books and some other thing. Non-STM journals mostly does not have any math and all, but still we have received some of the inputs, like 22% of inputs, still we receive. So we need LaTeX to word conversion. Why can't we keep in TeX itself? Actually, nothing. We have a second choice or any objection to keeping the files in TeX itself because of we don't have because of LaTeX always supporting in math and math very accurately and so much beautifully. But still, we are needing we needed some TeX to word conversion because of some publishers. They are using like society journals or society books. They may have their own workflow, which is based on mostly Microsoft Word. And we can't able to ask them to change their workflow into LaTeX or some other format, whatever it is. That is, and ask them to work in LaTeX is not also advisable, and not also this is not a feasible solution also. Nowadays, actually, most of them are talking about accessibility PDF and tagged PDF and XML and MathML and so on based on the recent publishing domain requirements. But what we thought is we should satisfy those copywriters and or editors and who wants to work in Microsoft Word instead of LaTeX, because of Microsoft Word is somewhat more user friendly than LaTeX. So user friendly means people who does have some minimal computer knowledge can able to work in Microsoft Word. So obviously, totally we have received 35% of input materials as in LaTeX format. These are the data we got from some other resources, and we have mentioned that source and all on the bottom of the slides. So why? Sorry. Actually, we have listed. Still more concerns are there, but we have listed some of the challenges when doing LaTeX to Word conversions. And those are tables and footnotes. Tables in LaTeX nowadays we have much options for table alignment and all, like decimal alignment and or unit alignment or comma separator, and nowadays we have one beautiful package in SI Unitex, which is having so much of alignment operations and footnotes. As of mine, some of the converters convert the footnotes into endnotes, not keeping as a footnote, but some of them do. But I'm talking about some of the converters are converting the footnotes into the endnotes. And algorithm style. Algorithm style, we all are known that having some conditional statement like if, else, while, for loop, and all. And some beautiful with the international also. Those macros are working based on last in, last out, first in, first out, those conditional macros. And customized usage of LaTeX. This is what I mean is, much more time I saw that some of the users using like some if condition. If this is the condition true, then should print this content, or else should print this content into the text file itself. And obviously, complex equation. LaTeX supports maximum limits of equations, both inline or displane, having so much of beautiful environments like cases or cases, and gather whatever it is, and also the recent version of math tools having so much of n number of beautiful environments. And the most important thing about converting equations from text to word, most of the available converters are converting equations in math type. Sorry, actually, I shouldn't mention that name, but I have no choice. So only I mentioned that name, the math type. Math type is, we obviously know that somewhat commercial. And if an author wants to write their content in Microsoft Word with some equations, they don't have other way to buy the math type, which was somewhat costly than expected. Then most of the, then one more and last thing is supporting of bibliothèque. Nowadays, most of the manuscripts, most of the inputs we have received having used by using the bibliothèque, because of bibliothèque having some beautiful supports of references, multiple references style like APA style and Vancouver and that Chicago and so on, because it's so much of n numbers of beautiful supports are available in bibliothèque. So we have some solutions for those points we have discussed now. And supporting, and the first point is supporting all ranges of cross-links about the references like name and date style and number style, and whatever it was defined in the LaTeX inputs, it can convert the word outputs in a beautiful way. Actually, our workflow we have named as emDoX, and also it can handle any level of complex equations which are used in the LaTeX inputs file. It does not have it also does not have any limitations. If your LaTeX files are error-free, then the emDoX workflow also will work error-free. Just now only I told that about math type. Actually, emDoX will convert all the equations into the Microsoft Word equation editor itself. Microsoft Word editor, that Office 10 itself, they have some equations, they have some inbuilt equation editor. So it can allow any of them can able to do the equations changes or any want to do any new insertion of equations at their own. So for that also the knowledge in math is somewhat minimal only request, but it's like it looks like a Viswek format, like what you see, what you get. And the rate and the crash link. The crash link, most probably almost all the author files they are using the hyperf package, which have some much more types of crash link like nameref, then eqref, tabref, figref, then autoref, whatever it is. emDoX allows the almost all the crash linkage commands. Then accepts all kinds of user-defined tags. That's what I told. Some if conditions are there, and also some if an author having some huge. Actually, most of them are not right to each and every big things again and again. So if any repeated text comes, means they will store it, those texts as in a macro, and they call them they call those macros in those places that they want. Like same thing, it will accept whatever the author defined macros are under, and some conditional changes also they are allowed. And somehow actually again I'm telling, there are much errors are there, but we have much feedbacks are there, but we have fixed almost. We have showed some important points only, not full and fully. And these are the samples for doing for accepting that bibliotex format into the emDoX workflow. Actually, this is the code, and how they interlinked with the command in the LaTeX input, and the output how it comes in the PDF output. Actually, this is one output which was available by some other converters. So the output like this somewhat, it tries to put something, but the output is not up to the mark. So we have our tool that emDoX, it will exactly match as per the PDF output. It will also accept the code, whatever the code, I showed that parent set, but whatever the codes are available in site P, site A, LT, site P, which based on NatB packages and some other reference supporting packages also. And this is the example for the complex math, how emDoX handles. And also, most of the author files, they cross link the equations or figures or sentences by using hyperf. So emDoX accepts that hyperlinks also by somewhat color difference. We are using that cyan color. But based on the inputs, we options can change the colors into whatever colors we like. And it converts with the operated alignment also. Like whatever alignment we have in the LaTeX output, those alignments will come in the Microsoft Word also. And this is the one more sample for, and this is the one more sample for the complex equation with the raising brackets. Raising brackets as well as the operator alignment, and those the Greek characters and those the Roman letters. Shall we proceed? And the most important thing is the table part. A table part, actually, you may ask why this table is in some colored text. Because that colored text was there in the author separate file. They mentioned that color should be as in the blue. So the LaTeX output produced in the blue color text. Conversion tool also accept the colors, whatever they define in the LaTeX files. And it supports both the vertical and horizontal rules also. If the author mentioned any rule separations or any rule should come like that, it accepts both the horizontal and the vertical rules as well as some spanning rules also. Like what we book tabs package having some CME rule and some special rules like those kind of things that the converter will accept. And this is the one of the most important requirement, handling of other language except English, like CJK. We have in this method they used English characters only, but the language should be printed in Russian. So we obviously know that LaTeX will support the other languages also. So the output comes beautifully. Then the converters also allow the foreign languages. I showed this only for Russian, but we can able to do CJK and as well as polyglossia. So those packages also converter accept the output as it is in the PDF output. This sample having English characters for the Russian language. And then again, one of the most important things is Unicode characters. So recently, we received an input from an author by using Devanagari, some Sanskrit. Like they inputted that Devanagari script as a Unicode. And obviously, by using ZLaTeX and LaTeX, our converters accepts whatever the LaTeX format, whatever either it is LaTeX, DVPS or PS to PDF or either PDF LaTeX or ZLaTeX or LaTeX. And the most important thing is somewhat plain text. Even it accepts the plain text tagging also, like a double dollar, equivalent, NO, because of still some 2% of inputs we have received as in plain text format also. So the converters accepts the Unicode characters into the Microsoft Word. I think I ran away somewhat quick. I already told that algorithm. Algorithm having almost conditional statements like for else, if else, for loop, while loop, and end if, like that. So it accepts the keyword, whether the keywords are in bold or bold italic. But still, this is in under process because of algorithm packages having some beautiful integration. But still, we are working that still we can't able to get the integration as like us in the PDF output. But the tool is still, we are fine tuning the tool. So maybe the next version of emDoX will have that option. And this tool having some drawbacks also, like it will accept bold with Roman or italic or Roman or whatever it is, it will come. But it having some limitations for bold symbols, like bold with the italics and all. But those things we have again fixed some interpreter in the converted word tool. So obviously the word file, the converted word file matched with the input, LaTeX input as well as in the answer LaTeX output. But some of the interpreters we have fixed for the bold Roman and this as well as this algorithm integration. And some we are still having we are still working with the minted package because more of the materials by using types by having the minted package support. As of now, minted package we are working, and some other packages also like TIX and T color box. Actually, TIX and T color box daily they are updated. So if I fix something, the next day we have some other fixing. So I'm working, but I don't know whether I can finish that TIX and T color box because people are updating TIX and T color box, and as well as the LaTeX3 projects keep on updating. So we are also keep on updating this conversion tool based on the package updation, as well as our daily production team have, if they feel anything like we like this kind of conversion not comes properly, so okay, fine, we keep a note on them. And some of our friends also who are working for some other concerns, if they give any inputs, that is also we kept note on that, and we will fix it because we are going to make this conversion tool as a product, like what we are using LaTeX as a free tool. We are thinking about to give as a free product for this text to word conversion, because most of them are records this text to word conversion with and equations are in Microsoft equation editor itself instead of some other commercial things. Actually, I thought that my presentation get over before the time. And I'm so much thankful to all of you watching and spending your valuable time with us. And the questions are welcome.
Thank you for your talk. Now we accept questions.
I'm trying to connect what is the purpose of going from LaTeX to Word.
That's what I told. Some of the publishers, like society journals or society books, and they are keeping their copy editors and editors at their end. So they are using, they may have, I'm not sure, but they may have their own defined workflow, which is based on Microsoft Word. So satisfying, still some of the publishers are approach as for the text to word conversion only for some part. And also they never want the equations are in math type. So satisfying those customers or those copy editors or those editors who are very well in that based on that Microsoft workflow, that text to word conversion obviously needed. We don't have any other choice. We can't able to say no. We should say yes, we can do.
That's great.
It's absolutely great tool. Anybody who did conversion understands how much effort you put there. Thanks. Do you plan to release some of this or many of this into open source? Can we other people use it?
Yeah, actually, this is one of a good question. Actually, we are going to make this as in the open source only. But before that, we need to do at least somewhat 80% fine tune. That's what I told. No, actually, the people are keep on updating packages. So I should. What I thought is, if a version when we release, that should help the people at least somewhat 80%. So because of the package, continuous package update only, we are somewhat delay. But obviously, before 2026 or maybe mid of 2026, we may try to release this as a public domain. Actually, that was only our goal of that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
A question?
I think it was very interesting. But can you elaborate maybe a little bit deeper how the conversion actually works? Are you interpreting the LaTeX, or are you running the LaTeX? What is the way how you actually, maybe in some steps, how it goes from word to word?
Yeah, actually, this I want to explain as briefly, but in 25 minutes or 30 minutes, I can't able to do that. That's what I purposely avoided that, but I can able to tell. Actually, first the tool will check the data inputs, whether it is error free or it may have some errors. If the data inputs having some errors, the tool throws a error message. This data input is not error free, it's having some errors. You please fix the error and then do conversion. So once it was created, the PDF the tool always created from the created PDF from the input data input. So obviously we have the PDF of the author version. So the tool also created one PDF. So the step is tool confirms whether the content is exactly matching with the source PDF as well as the generated PDF. After that, it will convert the text to word by using some. Actually, we have using somewhat scripts which have written in Java as well as in VB. And if like not only him, if anybody wants to do some trial or error, we will be there up to tomorrow. So you please people come. Because this is a place, this is not the correct place to show the demo. And also demos are not allowed here. That's what. I'm so sorry. Yes, sir. Welcome, sir.
Another question?
Why don't you use TeX for this translation? There is TeX Forest provides this.
Yes, sir.
TeX Forest has a facility where you can create ODT documents.
Yeah, of course.
And if you import that ODT document in my
Yeah.
it works fine.
Yeah.
It's almost, it does more than 90%
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah, actually, I expected this question. Actually, Tech for ST is converting that equations into either or that images or like a MATML or like a HTML codes, and also like it's created as ODT format. So if we convert a ODT format into some Microsoft Word, sometimes the data may lost. Actually, I had tried what you suggested before, but some minute data was lost. So some paras, some very inside paras, some text was ignored or skipped. After that only we came. We need to fix those things. First of all, need to compare the author input as well as so the content will be fine with them. The conversion will start. If any and also that converted word file also it will. Sorry, that converted word file also it did some content checking. Actually, I thought that maybe some questions will come from PanDoc. Why can't you use PanDoc? But okay, fine.
Okay, another question here.
Certain LaTeX inputs still face challenge in macros, especially L3 macros, Tech for ST as well as PanDoc. We cannot able to compromise those with authors. So how it deals here in emDoX?
Actually, we are not competitors for anything like PanDoc and Tech for ST because they are having so much of huge user group. Actually, we are trying to. Our first goal is we should satisfy our authors. Because that purpose only we have started this process, and obviously this process we will shape in a nice manner. So only we thought that is about we are thinking to make it as a open source, and this may comes as an open source in future like PanDoc and Tech for ST as well as Tech. And that time we may require some experts helps and some volunteers, but at the time but the other time we will see. Yeah, no, sorry, I can't able to get.
Hi. Yeah, the Word document which you have converted, can we have the field codes properly integrated and the index tags were properly added into the document?
Yeah, of course. Why not? Actually, this tool was based on the input LaTeX files only. It can able to produce the index, but the concern is index page number will not match with the typesetting output. Because typesetting output, you are having your own page style, na? So that page numbers will not match with the whatever you used the layout for the page purpose. But it can accept the index tag as well as the table of contents, list of figures and list of tables.
Will go as well.
Yeah, it will go, but the page numbers, and what I mean is folio. Folio is 100% not matching with your page layout PDF.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
No, we would only allow a very short question if there would be another one. Is there something online? Guess not.
Actually, sorry. Actually, our QR code is there in our slide. So if any people are having any like wants to do any discussion or any clarification, you please scan that QR code. It will automatically reach us. Yeah, fine. Sorry.
Okay, then